That should work. Yep. Try to avoid it. All right. No expectations, no limitations, no ill-intended thoughts. We are well-intended. We are, look at that bottom of that, thinking of you. We are well-intended. We desire only the best for ourselves, so only the best is going to come forward in this moment. I stand honoring the call to come live and do a oracle session with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. The lineup is collective and then Zodiac and then personals. So if you guys are here and you want a personal, you're gonna have to wait until after the collective and the Zodiac. Where is it? There it is. Hold on, guys. See, is that TikTok be changing stuff too much. Okay, there we go. Yeah. What are you doing? Hey, I am doing an oracle reading session. All right, let's do this. You guys, let me know if the audio is any good. So I got the mic hanging from my locks. So I just want to make sure you can hear me. There's a Lava Lava Beach Club behind me. The ocean is behind me. So a lot of distracting noises. All right. First up is a collective. Anything I speak to myself, anything I speak to you all, I speak to myself. All is well intended. And I accept whatever comes through as absolute and on time and divinely inspired and for me. It's beautiful. Thanks. All right, collective. Take what resonates, leave what does not. As I like to say, pick up and put down. Here goes. Thank you. First card out is Virgo, the 6. Virgo is about being analytical, being clean and professional and hardworking. And in Virgo's balanced energy, this is what Virgo comes forth as. Perceptive. Lipstick, that girl. That's what Virgo is giving me. We have to make a decision with 10. 10 is another absolute number. So Virgo and make a decision. I'm feeling like we've had enough time to, oh man, decisions. Decisions exhaust sometimes my energetic body, my emotional body. Yeah, discipline is here. So we've had enough time to perceive and analyze the ways in which we have been and the ways in which we have to be in order for where we're going. And so right now we're at a threshold. Where we're going obviously requires discipline. This is why this confirmation, this is why this discipline card is here. But we have to make the decision to sign up for what this new version of ourselves requires. And I don't think that we've done that yet. Hence that Virgo, self-analyzing, balanced, harmonious, mind, body, spirit. What else is here? Yeah, that's it. So we're at a threshold, guys. I feel like this Lionsgate portal was so major for so many of us in whatever kind of way. Like, we may not have had to deep dive into it all spiritual with the candles and all of that, but I feel like all of us felt its energy in some kind of way, and none of us are like feeling inclined to continue doing things the way that we've been doing it. So hence making this decision card. So I like this a lot. Discipline is interesting, though. Discipline is interesting. Look at that, bottom of the deck. You are stronger than you know. Man, what did I say? Discipline is interesting because it insinuates a lot of hard work and consistency. But it doesn't always have to be that. It could just be the consistency, like discipline in your frame of thinking and showing up for yourself, wherever the change needs to take place. It doesn't have to be, the yogi and consider your foundation. It doesn't always have to be, pedal to the metal. It could just be you committing to dialing in and finding peace and balance. All right, that was our collective. That was very quick. Our last collective yesterday was almost 45 minutes. It was wild on one reading. I appreciated it. All right, now we're going into the zodiacs. I don't know how many of you guys are actually in here, but the first zodiac in the comments are the ones that we'll pull cards for. Zodiac, zodiac. Virgo, we were just on Virgo. It doesn't matter, that's where we're going. That is what we committed to, Virgo. All right. Spirit, what do we have for Virgos today? And no matter where Virgo is in your chart, you can apply this message. Oh, Leo. Virgo beat you to it. Mahalo, thank you so much. Virgo, we got a separation and union card here. Beat you to it. Mahalo, thank you so much. Virgo, we got a separation and union card here. Duality, so it could either be one or the other. Let's figure out which one it is. Ooh, separation. It landed on unity and then the wind flipped it around one more time. We have separation right here. All right, what are we separating from? Spirit, what are we creating separation with? Aries, firstborn, absolute. Interesting. Independence. Ooh. Separating from independence. So it feels like we're relying on spirit now. I absolutely feel that. After the Lionsgate, I don't want to get too explainy, but after the Lionsgate, the fundamental energy and the fundamental communication that has come through for the collective is to create a relationship of reliance and trust between ourselves and the Most High. So removing this feeling of having to figure it all out by yourself, having to take on the whole load, all of that, coming out next to separation, is Spirit asking us to actually come into union with trusting that to take care of everything I need is already provided for, and everything I desire is absolutely, with trusting that to take care of everything I need is already provided for, and everything I desire is absolutely attainable. I will impact my energetic frequency. I am more than capable of embodying the discipline necessary to have the things that I desire. Money is kind, generous, attractive, reliable, and a joy to be around. Money is my friend. I extend and receive grace. Peace follows me throughout my day. I am a light to and for mankind, and I am actively fulfilling my purpose, and I am in gratitude, girl. So, yeah, the relationship that we have with spirit is what's being called to the forefront. We're being asked to marry now, to come into a committed relationship, a forever union, and allowing that to lead, because a lot of the times we've been trying to lead, but we don't know everything. We have the body card here for Virgos. I feel like this is about how the body is impacted by your Aries energy, by you taking on the load, the responsibilities, the expectations. Let's see. Yeah, grace. Grace, gratitude and grace are like so amazing. Probably, so peace, gratitude, and grace are my top three. But grace covers everything. And a lot of times, Virgo, because you're working so hard, you really just want to officiate yourself. You really just want to get it done so you can go about your business and do what costs you. And you don't mind moving anything out of the way or anybody out of the way to make sure you can get it done. But this grace card is coming out, especially after this separation, Aries, in the body, because there is sometimes a lot of guilt associated with maybe not working hard enough, or maybe not taking care of the responsibilities, or maybe not being on yourself. Because Virgo, you can be self-introspective, self-analytical, you know, you can self-judgmental, very heavy. So grace is allowing you that experiential knowledge, that grace to maybe not do as much, maybe not feel like you got to get it right every time. To release, to let go, to come to rest, to let somebody else take the wheel. You have to stop leading, and that can be scary for a Virgo, especially a Leo. Amah is here. Amah is the mother, the divine feminine aspect of the Most High. But the mother is the nurturer, the one that puts the food on the table. She makes the meal. She provides. She cares for. She watches over. So this is Mama coming out right behind Grace, saying, don't worry about it, baby. I got it for a minute. Now for a minute, let me show you all the ways that I want to love on you. Hence that heart there. Let me show you all the ways I want to love on you. Pull back some. Release a little bit of control so that you can see me when I am near. You can feel me through for you every time. Because that's what that new relationship has to be built on. The surety between your divine guidance, protection, and provision from the Most High. The surety between your divine guidance, protection, and provision from the Most High. Beneath the king and queen. So all of the first allotments, all of the first outpourings go to the firstborn. So you're being honored by being recognized as being who you are, being this highly regarded divine being. But then also you're being graced and divinely guided, protected, and provided for. I like it. Because my rising is Virgo, my ascendant sign is Virgo, so I always feel like I'm not doing the best that I can do unless I'm coming through with that Virgo energy, unless I'm, you know, checking off the to-do list, unless my space is clean, unless I'm giving everything and everybody the side eye until they've, you know, passed the clearing in my courtroom. But pulling back is interesting. Is there more here for Virgo, Spirit? No, that's it. So Virgos, separation from this independent mindset, because it's having an effect on the mind, body, spirit. Grace is coming through to let you do whatever you feel. Go with the flow of life in your energetic body and allow your mother, your divine mother, to kind of come through and take the wheel for a little bit, because you are highly regarded and favored. And there's an allotment waiting to be poured out for you. Mahalo. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yay. Gratitude. Gratitude. Mahalo, reflection. All right. Now we're getting into the personals. Let's do some personals. Let's do some personals. All right. Okay, so I just put my Cash App in the comments, guys. If you want a personal, they're donation-based, always on live. Booking a reading with me is completely different, but whenever you catch me on live and I'm doing readings, personals are always donation-based. So you give whatever you want. It just allows me to exercise my ability and offer up something for you in return. Thank you so much. Same to you. So I'll wait a couple seconds to see if any personals come through, and then if not, we'll jump back into the collective and start at the top of the time. I start at the top of the line. Thank you so much. Bum, bum, bum. If you get a personal, I need put your name and your sun sign in the comments, in the comment section or in the Cash App notes section, and that allows me to tap into your energy so that I can give you a proper reading. Thank you so much. Look at that. Bam. Mahalo. That's that 444 if you didn't catch it. Divinely guided, protected, and provided for. Mahalers. Peace and abundance. Mahalo. Thank you. All right, what time is it? 1:52. I'll wait 1:53 to see if anything comes through, and then we'll tap back into the collectives. Yay. 1:53. Thank you so much. All right, let's do another collective reading. Spirit, what do we have for those that are currently in the room? If you are here and it resonates, there are no coinkydinks. Allow yourself the opportunity and the allotment to receive what is due you. All is well intended. Move on. What are you going through right now? What are you sitting on for too long? What's on your mind, body, spirit? Who are you with that you may not, maybe you probably shouldn't be with right now? What are we moving on from, Spirit? What are we moving on from as a collective? Why has the move on card come out? Look at that. Because it's taking our attention away from what's most important. We need to keep our eyes on the mission right now. But what are we moving on from? Listen to your heart is here. This is so wild. Move on, eyes on the mission, and listen to your heart. So you've been guided. We have been guided from within to focus on what's most important. But some type of attachment is keeping us associated to something or someone that's getting in the way from us honoring our heart space. If our intuition, if our energetic body, if our emotional body is telling us to create some separation, but we playing around, our mission is at stake. Read my mind. This is a card of duality. This could be something or someone inside of your sanctuary, from outside of you or inside of you, but we're going to find out. Outside. Yeah, so somebody clocking your tea is what that means. Imagine you're making plans for yourself. Let's get into that. Imagine you're making plans for yourself, but who you're in association with or who you're opening your mouth up to is having some type of energetic impact on the outcome and the success of your mission, on the rate at which you offer up your attention to it. And what's crazy is whether this person or this situation or this thing is there or not, your mission and your calling is always going to be in your heart space. That's why you're being encouraged to listen to your heart. But some type of influence is happening. What else, Spirit? What are we moving on from? Can we get some clarity on that? Sometimes I watch other readers and they'll do yes and no's and, type Q&As, and the cards will offer up like a very clear on whatever they request, or that's how they make it seem. But Spirit likes to take me through the works of understanding the clarity rather than just, offering up information, which can be difficult and frustrating sometimes, but at the end of it, it's always so worthwhile. So you have this 1, 2, 3, keep going, don't quit. No coinkydinks. Stay on target, and it came out right underneath the eyes on the mission. What are we working on right now? And what's in the way? Because it needs to be moved. Move right out of my life. Move it out of my life. Me dream girling at the beach. Aloha. Welcome in. We're doing a collective read right now. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What else is here? Chariot, victory. This is good. So this means that not only are we paying attention to what's being asked of us from Spirit, but at the end of our walk, we're going to have victory. This is surety. Imagine it's raining outside and the destination is the house. And you don't have a car, you don't have a bike, you don't have an umbrella, bro. You're just walking in the rain, tired after work. I'm gonna make it. Falling asleep while you're walking. Who does that? But then beep, beep, right up on the side of you, this chariot comes, and it's your neighbor Tom with the clean car who always keeps the snacks. That's the kind of energy that you can anticipate right after maintaining your focus, your consistency, your authenticity, and your integrity. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? I love it. Thank you so much. You see what I'm saying? Like the cards, I have over 135 cards, And Spirit still has not brought forth the exacts on what we're moving on from. And I understand that since it's a collective, it'll vary. But I know that we can get specific, but it's leading us through a here's the situation, here's the resolution, and now here's the down. Gratitude and appreciation. I felt that for sure, especially after what I just said. Holding gratitude and appreciation for the process, trusting the process, and then trusting and appreciating and holding gratitude for how Spirit decides to show up in your life. A lot of times we want it done our way. We want the answers when we want them. We need it to look like how we want it to look. Unknown is so scary, but only the best of us can do that. So hold to gratitude for the process, because at the end of the day, all it is another exercise to evolve your spiritual being, ascend your consciousness. Beautiful. Gratitude and appreciation. Ascend your consciousness. Beautiful. Gratitude and appreciation. What I'm using on here, family. Oh my goodness. Family. Are we moving on from family? Close associations that we may have held to high regard in the past, but now since the world is changing and we're receiving the call from within to honor the magic that kind of flows, and not everybody in our family or close relationship dynamic understands that and honors that, so we kind of got to do our own thing, hence keeping our eyes on the mission. Is that what you're talking about, Spirit? Is that so we kind of got to do our own thing, hence keeping our eyes on the mission? Is that what you're talking about, Spirit? Clarity. Or are we looking at family as something to hold gratitude and appreciation for during this time? Eyes on the mission, you could talk about unity and community and tribes and nations of people working in collaboration for the well-intended outcomes of the collective. Oh my goodness. I need to train my vocabulary on being more layman, being more relaxed. Because I'm spitting metaphysical words all the time. I mean, is there more, Spirit, for this? No, that's it. Okay, pow. Boom. Collective. So, move on. Lagging. Huh. No, at 2:02. That feels good. I must have some energy coming in. That feels good. I must have some energy coming in. Haterade. Somebody's hating. I just walked a mile. It's so cool. I got this mic in my hair. Y'all are with me. I had to go get the card. Flew away. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was doing. See, look. Okay, so yeah, whatever we're moving on from during this time, being encouraged to like double down on that, dial into whatever our divine purpose and mission is during this time. There are no more options to play around. Playtime is over. Listen to your heart, because that's where your communications from the divine are coming from. Energy from outside of you may be having an impact on how things are turning out for your plans when you're supposed to be the primary officiant. Keep going. Maintain gratitude and appreciation. It pays and paves the way every time, because you got a chariot coming. Hold tight, hold on, change is coming. This feels like a foundation to me. Family. Consider your foundation. Consider your family dynamics, your relationships, things like that. Do they appear? Here's a great question. Does your family dynamic, do your current relationships appear on the other side of where you see your best self being expressed? Bam. That's the question to ask yourself. When I envision my best self being expressed, where I am, when I am, how I am, is my family and my family dynamic or my current relationships there? And then after you have that answer, you know what to do. You know what to do. Mahalo. Mahalo. Okay, what time is it? 2:05 with my battery. We're good. All right, let's hop into a zodiac. The first zodiac in the comments. And this time I'm gonna ask for some tea. asking Spirit for tea on the Zodiac. Sagittarius, help us. Oh my goodness. Out of all of the ones. Sagittarius. I have always had a very interesting relationship with Sagittarius. Like every Sagittarian that has come into my life has been there for a nice chunk of change. You know, each one was very, very impactful. My moon is also Sagittarius. That one. Yeah. Sag. Spirit, we're looking for tea. We're trying to get just a little messy. I just want a little tea, just a little bit. What's going on with Sag right now? And if we can dial in, even get specific about like which Sag we're talking about and all the stuff, that would be supreme, kind ting. All right, Sag. Oh, I felt it. No? Okay. Spill your feels. Let's go. Ooh, whoa. All three. 2. All right. First card, if this world were mine. So somebody's loving on the Sag energy. Aha. Constitution, foundation, absolutes. Interesting. Okay, so Sag is all about life of the party around those who get down with Sag. Sag is about travel and expansion and fun and twerk time. Sag also gets work done and then comes out after the work done to twerk some more. So for Constitution to come out for a Sag, right behind if this world were mine. Let's pull one more, because I don't want to speak too early. I feel like I know where this is going, but I do not want to speak too early. Ooh. I know what's happening already. Don't you love it? Don't hide from me. Oh my goodness. Patience is a virtue. The spirit. Okay, that's enough. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to pull out more cards for Sag, but I want to just say where I know this is going. That way, once we continue to pull out the cards, we can see magic happening right in front of us. All right. So if this world were mine, obviously Sag is no stranger to affection and people wanting to just be in her energy, right? But the Constitution is wild, because if it were not inspired or encouraged by spirit for Sag to create a constitution for itself, it would not happen at all. There would just be like this free-for-all of Sag doing what Sag does. But something about what wants to come forth for Sag is requiring Sag to create a constitution, to create absolutes about who they are, what they will and will not accept, what they stand by. And I feel like it's Sag's experience to go through experiences and then come to absolutes. But this is encouraging Sag to do it before the experiences, because the experiences are knocking on the door, right? Sober, celibate, single all year. Hey, nothing stays the same. If this world were mine. So an experience is knocking on the door for Sag. But the best way to allow for that Sagittarian energy to feel unpressed, unstressed, is to create those boundaries, create that constitution and your absolutes for yourself, so that way you can twirl and hail around them. And then it can be clear to you without you having to be on in Inspector Gadget type time, making sure nobody's trying to come for you, or making sure that you're not coming for yourself, making sure that you're not overstepping or going against your own, boundaries or whatnot. Yeah. Whoa, did you see that? Divine Feminine. We got the Divine Feminine card here out right after the Spirit. Coming in, coming out, coming out, coming out. Divine Feminine coming out. Constitution is a feminine trait of our, exercise. So exercising your femininity, exercising your divine femininity is a part of creating your constitution, right? The constitution, the bylaws of nature, right? Nature is the mama. So it comes from the exercise and the consistency and the absolutes of nature. So tapping into your divine feminine traits and creating your constitution right now, Sag, is what Spirit is requesting of you, because there's something at your door that's going to need that absolute. I like it. I like it. What is that? I like it. Even still though, that can be a mechanism of protection. It can be, after so long, even though we may have initiated it to be a way in which we tap in and commune, it could also turn into a mechanism of protection to keep us away from the things that we fear or worry about taking place. Yeah. 2, absolute gavel. So 1 is absolute. 2 is the absolute judgment, the gavel. Taurus is not worried about a thing. It is what it is. Any Taurus you come across in their balanced state, it is what it is about every single thing. If it's out of their control, it's out of their control. If it's something that they control, if it's something that they can impact, then they'll go forth with whatever their absolute says that they need to do, and then once they're done, they put it down and they're chilling. Same thing here. Don't overdo it. Don't feel like you need to create a crazy ritual around constructing your constitution. But it absolutely does need to happen. Chill out. There's a sense of surety within the Taurus where they're not worried about nothing, which I love. And it makes me want to dive into my chart again and figure out where I have Taurus and see how it's expressed through me, because I would love to not be bothered. And I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to that, because my connection, my relationship with the Most High, exactly. My relationship with the Most High is borderline paranormal in the most beautiful way. So I love, thank you, exactly. I love holding to surety of divine inspiration and engagement. Is there more for this, Spirit? Sag? No, that's it for Sag. Yep. So if this world were mine, something's at the door for you. Who's that knocking on my window? Time to create some boundaries. Construct your constitution. Consider your absolutes. What are you founded by? And this is coming directly from Spirit. Okay? It's not he say, she say. Exercise some of that divine feminine energy within you, the mother within you that knows how to perceive the necessary, apply it, and provide it. And then chill out and know that the rest is taken care of. Mahalo. Beautiful. Beautiful read for Sag. That feels right too, because, okay, never mind. That feels right. Thank you, Mama. All right, time for another personal. I know we don't have a lot of people in here. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really enjoy doing this. I really do. I really like to exercise my magic. It helps me to get better and better for when I meet with my personal clients, for when I'm just perceiving the world around me, for when I'm communing with spirits. All well intended, obviously, because I'm an angel. I am a fairy goddess. Anyway, now's the time, Capricorn. Now's the time for personals. So if you guys want a personal reading, I know I don't have too many of you in here, but if you want a personal reading, they are donation based. All I need is your name and your sun sign. Just give whatever you feel called to give, and I will pull some cards specifically for you. Tap into your energy and see what spirit wants to offer up in this very moment. So the time is 2:16. I'll wait 2:18. Give it 2 minutes for mahalo. Thank you so much for something to come in, and then if not, we'll start at the top again with another collective. This is how I exercise my skills, making myself available for magic. Mahalo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yay. Yay, Kyrie. Thank you so much, Kyrie. All right, I believe it was Capricorn. Yes, it was. I love Capricorns. Capricorn is not only my north node, but at one point in time, I kept telling Spirit. Like, once I became proficient, hey, Anthea, aloha, divine. Aloha, divine. Thank you so much. And that's Gemini. Beyond. What was I saying? Oh, Capricorn. So yeah, I was telling Spirit, my kingdom partner obviously needs to be Capricorn because that's what's best intended for me. Lo and behold, I come to find out that me being in my best self is what's best for me and is what's found in my kingdom partner, because I am my kingdom partner. So me aligning myself with my north node, my Capricorn, is what makes me fulfilled. And then with all of that combination of like my alignment and my fulfillment, that's when I express my rising, my ascendant sign, which is Virgo. So it's crazy how astrology does its thing. You guys are amazeballs. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for yelling in your ear. I just realized this mic was pretty close. Oh, who's the cat? Oh, Cat Moon. I love it. Eek. Eek. Okay, all right. Kai, you're up first, Capricorn. Kyrie. I've only met one other Kyrie. Is it Kyrie or Kyrie? Because Kyrie is different from Kyrie. Okay, it is different. Like the font. What is it? Kyrie is one. Kyrie or Kyrie. Like the Egyptian Kai. Oh my goodness, don't laugh at me. All right, Kyrie, Capricorn. Spirit, what do we have for Kai? 1, 2, 3. Capricorn. Sufficient, structured, diligent. Capricorn. Studious, self-absorbed, but in the most honorable way. Just very dialed into self, very studious and disciplined about self. Kyrie, very kind. Okay. Let's see. Exactly. All right, Kyrie. Yay. Oh, oh. You got some money. You got some money. Let's go. Hey, we friends now, so it's at my door too. All right, so you got the money card here, which is awesome sauce. But then you have the dis-ease card right behind it, which is interesting. So we're going to figure out what that's about. It's feeling like a little bit of an imbalance between your work and your play, your yin and your yang, you know, hence the productive way, you know. And it also feels like you have some air in your chart because air signs are heavy on productivity and sufficiency as well, like almost a little anal, almost like Aquarius. Aquarius will get lost in the wind with just showing up in the most appropriate way. So it feels like even though you're out for the bag right now, in your natural flow state, there's a little bit of imbalance going on. A little bit of an imbalance happening. So let's see. 20, 22, 8, 8, 22, 222 here. Thank you for that. But I can see that. Hey! All right, so you've got a timetable of 1 week here. All right, so your first top 3 is this money card, then dis-ease, and then 1 week. So the timetable, or maybe coming up upon some streams that may not be flowing the way that you are accustomed to. Let's see. Kyrie. Asking why, I heard. Yeah, this is the truth. Interesting. Kyrie. Asking why. Between now and 7 days from now. Let's see. Is there more for this spirit? Yeah, it's so crazy. Let's see what else is here. Capricorn. I wonder, you feel like a Capricorn teen, meaning like on the spectrum of how Capricorn ages and matures itself, you know, from the first date of a Capricorn to the last date. The most matured aspect of the Capricorn is on the last day right before you get to the next sign. So I'm picking up that you're like a teen, you know. Learn it enough within yourself to be able to officiate yourself, like to do the things without needing too much direction and feeling comfortable in how you get down. But still in this space where there's a lot to learn from unseen and unexpected things taking place. So let's see what else. is here for you, Kyrie. Yeah. So, hey. All right, so the next card out is Pride, but it's a card of duality. You see the two arrows in the corners. It can be either on the upright or in the reverse. And then right behind that, you have the no direction card. So I feel like this is something that's going to take place. Remember, I said asking why. Something that's going to take place that's going to trigger your pride. Let's figure it out. Because I'm here for it. Huh. Yeah. All right, so you got pride in the upright, which is great. That's great. Pride in the upright. Okay, great. It almost feels like the Chariot then, because something is going to take place. I feel like another timetable might even come out. But having your pride in the upright, even in the face of uncertainty, even in the face of a lack of direction, is such an honorable trait. Oh, thank you. All right. I mean, it is Capricorn. I don't know. I have like this secret obsession with you guys. I don't know what it is. Chariot is Cancer, right? I'm a Cancer rising, and my son's mother is a Cancer. Cancer rising. You're a Cancer rising, and your son's mother is a Cancer. I don't want to dive too deep. But the Cancer rising is beautiful with a Capricorn moon. So the diligence, finding the balance. What is your moon? Because finding the balance between your sufficiency and diligence in the Capricorn, but in that everything is everything, neutrality, yet place of absolute potentiality, like that motherly expanse and calmness, like the dark matter energy. Scorpio. So a constant space of evolution, seen and unseen. That's why you come to that place of like peace. Like imagine a mother with like 6 kids, but she's the most sweet thing in the world. Like she doesn't really raise her voice. She's just there. She exudes her energy. She observes the necessary, provides the necessary. She's loving to everybody. She goes into her own sanctuary and takes care of herself so that her cup is filled, so that when she walks out, she can just do her due, right? And that's what I'm picking up from that, from your Sun, Moon, and Rising. But then confirmation with the next card out for you, which is the Divine Feminine, the Spider, the Wise One, tempered, brave, patient, and elegant, embodying these characteristics, even in the face of uncertainty. It's kind of like allowing yourself, instead of, because Capricorn, what is that, the mountain goat? Without, oh, that makes perfect sense. All right, so without the mountain goat even seeing the ledge to jump on, it somehow jumps and is steady. Like you will see depictions and videos of them just chilling on the mountainside where there is nothing there, that is somehow they are still supported. That's why you have this pride in the upright with the no direction card. And that's insane. It's insanely beautiful. So this feels like just a reminder for something that you already know. So that way when you're in the midst of what is coming through, you can just double down on that. Let's go. Come on, Cancer rising. That's beautiful. That's such a, Yeah, alignment. So it's like finding the balance between your seen and unseen modalities and tapping into your unseen modalities by activating the feminine characteristics and traits within you. And that's how you find the balance between your necessary evolution in your Scorpio, your subconscious, and your foundation in your sun, your Capricorn. So when your Scorpio and your Capricorn are working together, you come into alignment and you exhibit the divine feminine within you, which is that Cancer. Wow. Kyrie, Capricorn. I feel like you've been officiating yourself for quite some time. Meaning, I feel like you've been getting to the bag, getting to your responsibilities, working yourself through life for a little minute. Like, it feels very mature. It feels, yeah, doing my best. Yeah, that's the humble response. I definitely got it in the bag. All right, Orison. Orison is the ancient form of prayer. It's the one that's best expressed for divine beings, right? Because etymology and the magic of our throat chakra is a real thing. So when we pray, we're kind of with aggression and like this sense of privilege, pulling down what we want. Being greedy, asking and begging and preying upon. But orisons, is a form of an energetic elevation of one's self, because you go into yourself to bring forth everything that you know that you need, because you are everything that you need. You just need to tap into the right energetic frequency to align yourself with it, to allow it to be manifested within and out, right? So orison is you utilizing your throat chakra to reaffirm your absolutes and to bring forth all the things that you need. Funny that came out or is aligned right underneath your no direction. So there's even something to do when you don't know what to do. Capricorn, Kyrie. Yeah, look at that. Can you stand the rain? It talks about endurance. And we were just talking about you going within and calling forth and manifesting all that you need in the midst of whatever is going on for you, especially, again, during those times of uncertainty and not knowing where to go. And that's what this whole reading is about, something that is supposed to be taking place. That's why you have this timetable, something that's supposed to be taking place that could quite possibly create dis-ease or, shake some sureties within you surrounding money. This is something that you can trust. But your pride is on the upright, and I absolutely feel like this reading is not only confirmation for you, but a sense of reassurance that everything is definitely going to be okay. And not only that, but you're getting the direction and the clarity that you know you're going to need in that time. Remember to embody that divine feminine aspect of yourself so that the best parts of you come forward. Pay attention to this temperance. I don't know why Spirit said to say that. And know that when you balance out your Scorpio and your Capricorn, you're in alignment with your highest self, which is that Cancer energy, that divine feminine. Calling forth with your orisons. And just hold on to a little bit of endurance. Is there anything else here for Kyrie, Spirit? I think it's Kyrie. Yeah, spiritual bath. I don't know what kind of spiritual cleansing practices you currently have, but it's coming out. So maybe double down on them when things like this happen, or maybe do one right now to allow for clarity and inspiration to come through. It's kind of like get ready and stay ready so you ain't gotta, well, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Is what I feel with that. All right, is there anything else for Kyrie? Yes. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I don't mind, because I'm honoring spirit. I know this is a little bit lengthy, but... And you could have... The beautiful thing about this is you could have sent $1, bro. And I still would have dialed in and honored the request. Thank you so much for... I haven't done one in years. I shall. Yeah, I wonder what your practices look like. Just out of curiosity. I see sweat. I don't know why. Like working out or sweat lodges or, releasing waste as one of the ways in which you spiritually cleanse yourself. Working out definitely. Wow. Wow. All right. What else do we have here for Kyrie Spirit? All right, you got the boundary card here. I'm not going to assume. I'm going to let some more come out. I'm going to wait. And I have some clarity, Spirit, on this boundary. It definitely matches the need for spiritual cleansing. Setting boundaries, protecting your energy. Yeah. Yep. You have the light, camera, action card here. So there are eyes on you in whatever you're doing. Hence the need to set boundaries. Hence the need to pick up a consistent spiritual cleansing practice. Hence the need to embody some endurance. Embody that divine feminine, that temperance. Remember I said temperance. I don't know why Spirit kept saying temperance. But look at all of the things in which you can embody. Being wise, brave, patient, and elegant. But temperance. Something is definitely going to call for your temperance. Look at that. Tried to fly away. It's absolute. Something is going to call for your temperance. Interesting. You have eyes on whatever it is you're doing. Set some boundaries. Even boundaries with yourself. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yes. Oh my goodness. Lace, if you're still here, girl. Anthea, I have not forgotten you. I'm just honoring the call. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Kyrie, thank you so much for your endurance. Oh, perfect. Had to look up temperance, and yeah, checks out. Excuse me. Yeah, for sure. I'm so glad. Checks out. Yeah, you're definitely older. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Akashic Records makes sense. Okay, so the Akashic Records makes a lot of sense because whatever is, listen, I don't like tooting my own horn, but I come to find, and there is even proof in the room, that when certain people who are very beautifully in tune with their spiritual journeys find me and I offer up readings, it's because they're at a culmination of their experience where they have to ascend out of it. So I offer up clarity and perspective and insight into that, and then also the guidance and the direction at the same time. Not me, but I'm, a conduit of such. But this Akashic Records card is here, my friend, because whatever it is that this experience will be for you is going to recode, redirect, how do I explain this? Redirect the path of your soul being. So children that you have, the collective. Okay, so that's two ways. Two ways that everyone else, hence your Akashic record, is impacted by what you do. So you're always attached to the all, right? So everything that we think, feel, say, do, it not only affects us, but it affects the entire collective. There is a ripple effect that happens that we can't see. Some of us can feel it, but it happens no matter what we do, and that's because we're not separate from the all, right? So that's one way. Another way that our Akashic records and the collective can be impacted by what we do is through birthing new beings or just beings into this realm. They have to traverse a very similar path that we did so that they can ascend out of what we have not. That's how we, as infinite beings, continue to grow and ascend within ourselves, and through those who come after us. Hence your ancestors giving you assistance, the whole allotment, right? So whatever it is that you're going through during this time, whatever it is that spirit is taking you through, is going to be enough of an experience to redirect the path in which your soul has been traversing for a while. I feel like it's cliche to say it, but like generational curse breaking. I really don't like that term because I don't feel like it's a curse. I just feel like it's a chosen happenstance, a consistently chosen happenstance through a certain lineage of people, But you are the change in that. You are the shift in that consistency in the best way. Yeah, I always feel like the initiator in that way. Exactly. Perfect. So then you have no problem accepting this calling, signing up for this mission. And don't forget, you got eyes on you whether you can see them or not. Okay, we got the move on card here, which is interesting. Move on. What are we leaving behind, Spirit? What is Kyrie leaving behind? What is no more in alignment with where he's going or what is in his best interest? Thinking of you. So some type of play, some type of heart-centered play. Maybe move on from infatuations. Maybe move on from momentary infatuations, the feel-goods. Maybe it's getting in the way from you dialing in and taking this seriously, this calling that we're talking about. Maybe they are distractions that have also been replaying themselves within your Akashic record. Maybe. I don't know. Hey. Is there more for Kyrie? Nope. Pow. We are pow. That's it. So let's do a really quick recap for you, good sir. So at the top, you had this. Okay, perfect. You had this money, right? Money feels comfortable. Money feels stable, like a surety for you. But you've also got this dis-ease and this timetable coming out. So something is going to trigger that surety for you. But you also have pride in the upright. Right after this is true, you have pride in the upright, which is such a beautiful thing because it feels like you're going to be able to handle it well, even in the face of uncertainty and a lack of direction. But remembering that temperance specifically, do some due diligence on how that relates to who you are a little bit more. I know you said you looked it up, but Cap does a little bit more. Try to find some practical ways of application. Orisons, calling forth from within, recognizing that you have a power within you that you can actually call forth. Especially when you need to embody some endurance. Can you stand the rain on a perfect day? I know that I can count on you. Remember your spiritual cleansing practices, whatever they look like, especially if you got some of this going on. Especially, I'm not getting in your business, but I'm just saying, if you got some of this going on, you could really do a lot of this. If you have a mission that you need to take care of, especially with this boundary card coming out, right behind eyes are on you, because this is pretty big. Creating a new trajectory for the collective. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, Kyrie, for letting me get into your energy. And I am certain that all will go well. And I would love to get a report card after your experience, just so that we can double down on the fact that magic is real. And thank you for pouring into me. Mahalo. Thank you so much. Mahalo. All right. Gemini. It is your turn, Divine. Come forth. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Yay. Hey. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. I wish I could. So I also want report cards from you, but I feel like every time you come through and we do a reading, that is more than enough. It's like so great. I'm so happy for you. All right. Let's see what Spirit has today for you specifically. Gemini, Anthea. Here we go. Constantly. You know, it takes so much. I know I beef you up pretty often, but I was looking at the bottom of the deck, and before I shuffled it, and I saw the Fool card. You know, new beginnings, jumping on a leap, taking that leap of faith. You know, that surety, that relationship between you and the divine, and that's always like a consistent theme with how you navigate. Can I get a reading? Hi, absolutely. We're doing personals right now. They are donation based, so you give whatever. Hey, now you're a rock star. What just happened? Okay, there it is. So you give whatever you're called to, and then I pull cards for you. So you caught it at a good time before we went back into the collective. Bam. And then right now I'm doing one personal, and right after hers, if you send in a donation, I will get you next. All right. Anthea, Gemini. Yeah, like there's, like I was saying, there's like, it's so powerfully strong for a Gemini to have that constant evolution taking place, that Fool card, because with Gemini, there's always a conversation happening within self about absolutes, because you're always perceiving new things. Yay! Your first card is Divine Feminine. Beautiful. Shedding, constantly shedding and being in a space of letting go. Right? The Divine Feminine sits in the passenger seat of life and holds on to this surety of everything being taken care of. Talk about like a passenger princess from the divine. And then when things are called out or called upon for you to address, you show up for it right away. And you have so much experiential knowledge to be able to utilize to make sense of what you're perceiving, to come across those absolutes that you need to become that new, to fall into the ability or the allowance of shedding the old. It's really impressive. It really is. Like, those are the messages that I get for you every time in some form or fashion. So the rides that you take, and I bet sometimes like you just sleep like, this is my life. Just go to sleep thinking this is my life. And gratitude. Look at that. I just said go to sleep. Pisces, the psychic, the dreamer, the healer, the aligned one, the absolute and absolute judgments. Perfect for the Gemini because 1 and 2 is 3 and Gemini is 3. That constant line of communication. I love that. Cosmic experiences here with the Pisces. Beautiful. This feels so good. It's like you're not even looking for a return of investment. Exactly. Oh my goodness, girl, I love it when you come through. It's like you're not even looking, because I was thinking, I'm like, I got all these cards. I wonder if money or something is going to come out for you. But that's not even on your table. That's not even on your mind. Like, just having this relationship and having this surety of how you're evolving through it is more than enough for you. And I love that. You're here for the ride, which is the best seat to have. Yays! I love this so much. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's nothing but affirmation after affirmation. It's beautiful. Like I'm so good at this. I can energetically perceive what's coming through, and I'm like, there are no like major gifts falling out. This is just a PA of surety. Let me see. Is there more for Anthea? No, that's it, girl. That's all that Spirit wanted to come forth for you today. Thank you so much for making an appearance as always. So as a recap, you're embodying this beautiful divine feminine. And you have been for some time. And you are seen in it. So much so that you have a cosmic presence now. All of the realms, you're practicing this divine femininity in all of the appropriate realms. Healing yourself, tapping into the unseen energies and how they can support you and how they work with you inside of you. And just the experiences that you're having is absolutely enough. And that's so honorable and so beautiful. So congratulations to you. Hence that lotus, right? Lace purple lotus. Purple is royal. Purple is like the deepest tone of temperature. Meaning like as temperature comes through, it but emits itself from the being. It's purple. And then lace is like silk. Girl. Let me stop girling you. That feels a little disrespectful. Miss Ma'am. Excellent work. And thank you for letting me tap into your energy. I give it a 10-second countdown because I haven't seen anything come through just yet. I give it a 10-second countdown because I haven't seen anything come through just yet. Let me check. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, no, I don't see any more personal. So we're going to go back to the top and do one more round, and then I'm going to dismiss myself because my battery's going. So we're going to do one more collective, one more zodiac, give one more opportunity for personal, and then I will see you guys on the side that flips. Mahalo. Thank you so much to the Most High for allowing me to be in the right place and space and time for the best things to come forth. Thank you for my experiences and for my confirmation of magic within and around me at all times. Thank you for communing with me through all of the ways in which you find most appropriate. All right. Let's do it. I sent a gift. I don't know how that equates. It's not technically the same thing. Let's see. Let's do this collective. But I'll do a three card pull for you. Because that was well, not really. Not miscommunication. I definitely, I'm just generous. Look at this. Ancestors are here. So this is for the collective. This is for everybody in the room right now. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Ancestors are here. How do you resonate with your ancestors being present in the room with you, us, right now? How do you reference your ancestors? In what form do they make an appearance within you and your life? Enjoy the stars. Only the stars can hang with the stars. So you got ancestors here right next to enjoy the stars. So I feel like, especially after Kyrie's reading, that like Kyrie and Anthea, actually, we're doing such a good job. And those that are looking out for us and supporting us while we're doing the best that we can are so proud of us. And the best of us come from the stars, star seeds, right? The best of us come from those cosmic spaces. And we are transmitted through a beam of light, through an angled beam of light into this realm for a specific purpose. And most of the time is to assist the collective in whatever the case may be, even if that collective starts with ourselves. So I think we're doing a great job. Keep up. So I gotta move quickly. So the music, art, paint, sculpt, and create card is here. So encouragement for us to tap into our creative spaces, that free flow energy. Right behind the enjoy the stars is so appropriate because in order to enjoy the stars, you have to look up. And nobody's looking up. Everybody's looking down into their phones or looking at their responsibilities or whatever the case may be. But you have to be in a state of peace and just to even allow yourself to look up and really gaze at the stars, especially to enjoy it. There's like a communion that takes place there. So with the commission to tap into our creative spaces, that's that divine energy, that free flow, that passenger princess energy, again, coming forth. Ancestors are here. You have a driver. Put on your neck pillow and chill out. Strikes every time somebody. Everybody's watching her, but she's looking up. Thank you, Mama. Yeah. Listen to your heart. Perfect for the one embodying that heart energy, that creative space. Whichever ones most apply to who you are. Writing, running, sculpting, painting, doing music, art, creating websites, whatever the case may be. Listen to your heart. Let your heart guide you on what to do while you're in the passenger seat. Yes. Yes, there's more. Spirit, my battery. Everybody's watching her. I said, Spirit, my battery, and the telltale card came out like, there's more. I have something to tell you. Wait. All right, so then hold on to my battery. I love this relationship. I love it. I feel free to say what I need to say. And I feel heard in saying what I need to say. Ooh. Don't you know that ye yourselves are temples of the Most High? Oh man, the scariest thing that's ever happened to me is feeling like somebody could read my mind. It's like, how dare you pierce my sanctuary, the most precious space that I have. And I know that people have like psychic abilities and can feel the essence of where your thoughts are directed, but the actual details and the conversation, if you stuck around, oh my goodness. So the actual details and the conversation is kept tight. Get into this. The intimacy of your sanctuary. Imagine. Lupita. Look, Amahye, the Divine Mother, creating an intimate relationship within yourself. Don't you know that you yourselves are temples of the Most High? Amahye, the Most High. Building intimacy with your Divine Mother by tapping into your divine femininity, your creative, your free flow state, following your heart, enjoying the stars while you're sitting in the passenger seat. Let's go. That's what we get for a job well done. We get a vacation. Free. All expense paid. All you got to do is have a little bit of endurance and hold tight. Hold to faith. Hold to faith. Don't let it go. Oh my gosh. Look at the magic that's happening right now. Almost there. This is not a coinky-dink. You're closer than you know. I always watch these over. Not always, but I try my best to remember to watch these over because everything I say to you guys, I say to myself. These messages come through for me just the same way they come through for you. So afterwards, at the most appropriate time, divine timing, when I watch them back, they are so spot on. And it's so crazy to watch something like this happen in real time. Let's see. Yes, there's more. Spirit, yes, there's more. Spirit, let's see how much. This is a little petty now. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. Thank you so much for the inspirations. Okay, let's see. What else is here, Spirit? Thank you so much. We went from 10% to 4% really quickly. I think it's just live. Take a chance. Take a chance on what? I'm feeling like it's talking about taking a chance on the surety of Spirit, like coming through for you. Hence that can you stand the rain? That's releasing control of things that you can't control. I'm holding on to endurance and trusting that divine timing and divine guidance, protection, and provision will fall through for you when it's supposed to. That's how that relationship is built, that intimacy between you and the Most High. It's during those moments where you're relying on the Most High, where you signed up for this passenger princess situation. I mean, just imagine. It's hard enough for us women to keep our mouths closed while men are taking the lead. But you mean to tell me we're about to take a very serious trip and I can't say anything about where you're driving? Look at this, passenger princess. Stop playing with me right now. Take a chance. Oh my gosh. Take a chance is what came out, right? And then the passenger princess. And then right behind that is be still. Let me do the driving. I'm not, oh my goodness. I love magic so much, and I love when spirit communes. That's what we're bearing witness to. Like, my cards and my heart space being impacted by the most beautiful energy to come forth and provide the clarity and guidance that we need on time. That's amazing. Take a chance on being a passenger princess. Sit down and relax. Be still. Yeah, my battery's gone. All right. I can see it lagging. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here and allowing me to do what I do in my authenticity. Thank you so much for pouring into me if you did here and allowing me to do what I do in my authenticity. Thank you so much for pouring into me if you did.